Alright. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Driven for More podcast, presented by Aeschbach Auto, your leading automotive shop in the Madison area. I'm here with Stacia today, and we're just going to talk more about Stacia.
Yay!
Yeah, we've talked about the business, talked about leadership, talked a little about marketing, some stuff about our kids, but I just could go a little different way and pull the curtains back on who Stacia is and kind of your mindset of just how you tackle shop, life, being a mother of 5 kids, that whole deal.
500 internet tabs open in my brain at any given point in time.
Yeah, that as well. Just your whole psychological instability.
You know, that is exactly what you need. You need to be a little bit broken to be here.
Right. So let's just start it off with some questions. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Stacia. It is nice to meet you. I am a 30-year-old mom of 5, and I run an automotive shop and a podcast.
Yeah.
Is that good? Now we just need to.
That's great.
We're done.
That's great. Oh, yeah.
We're done.
This
Episode's over, guys. This is it.
This is the episode.
But no, I don't know.
How long have you been running the shop?
9 years I've been here. It has been just me running it the last 4 years, 3 years, somewhere around there, ish. I don't know. It all blends together. So I've been here. Prior to that, I was in the finance industry, and I was over there for a little bit, and more stuff in my previous lives. But
yeah.
Those are the ones that stick out the most.
Yeah.
So.
How long have you been a mother? How many kids do you have?
So I've got 5. My oldest is my stepson, and he is 13. And then I've got a 12-year-old daughter, a 10-year-old daughter, a 5-year-old daughter, and a 4-year-old son.
Awesome.
So I have a whole brood of them.
Yep.
So
nice to keep track of them all and run them around everywhere.
They all get to be in the same school this year, so I'm just super pumped because
that's fantastic.
It won't happen again for like 10 years. So.
Oh, so you're kind of just screwed after that, no matter what.
Yep. After that, there is going to just be multiple schools, so we're just gonna roll with it.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna enjoy it. And we're almost done with. Well, we're done with daycare right now. We just have summer help from different babysitters and stuff. So, it's fun to be developing into this next level of my life and seeing what that looks like. I tell people that like I've left the baby fog now, which is totally true. Baby fog, toddler fog, it all goes together because you can't think straight. Like, you don't get enough sleep. Like, I usually don't sleep like a normal person anyway. I'm just a weirdo. But my mind's always just moving too much.
Yeah.
I don't say,
too much thinking.
Yeah, I was posting on TikTok at 8:30 last night?
8:30, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, and Carter's like, I was looking through TikTok at 9:30, and I'm like, what the hell is Stacia doing tonight?
Yeah. I was very confused. But
there's just never a dull moment, and that's not a bad thing. So I enjoy it. My life is fun and chaotic and messy and fulfilling.
Yeah.
So that is how my life is, and there's always something going on, like my phone ringing. So.
All right, Stacia. So kind of let's walk through your role. What roles do you have every day? Just walk me through a typical day.
Ooh.
Go in depth as you want.
In depth as I want. Roles that I carry: mom, business owner, shop manager, podcast host.
Yeah. Mom again.
Chauffeur. Yep. Mom life for chauffeuring.
Yeah.
Maid. Chef.
Yeah.
How far do we get in here?
Oh.
But no, there's a whole bunch of them. So it kind of just varies as the day goes on. I usually start the day off of either waiting for someone to arrive for the kids or getting the kids to where they need to go for the day. After that, I'm here and doing what I need to do. We're also, like today, we're building, so I also had to go meet with some flooring people, so that was fun. And by fun, I mean, I don't know if I would pick fun. It was funny. We're going to squirrel this.
Yeah. Well, let's keep going.
We were at the flooring store, and she's like, oh, have you guys built a house before? And we're like, no, we haven't. Like, this will be our 3rd house we've lived together in, though. And she's like, oh, are you guys so excited? And I was like, I don't know if I would use that term.
I don't know if excited is the term, but I
don't know. And she goes, oh, I don't know what to say to you right now. And I was like, I'm just a little weird. I was like, I don't know. I'm go with the flow.
Yeah.
We'll get there when we get there.
Just ready to get done with it kind of deal.
Yeah. If I could just snap my fingers and it be done, that would be sweet.
I think everyone would kind of wish for that.
And that's why you're like, oh, hey, let's just go move into an already, you can understand why people move into an already pre-built house. Yeah. And decision fatigue is probably a real thing, because as soon as we hit like an hour, Josh was like, all right, I got another meeting I need to go to. Like, we got to rock. And I was like, well, this would be a really great time to finish up too, but we got a couple more things to figure out. And I was like, okay, so what else do we need to figure out?
No, let's just do it.
Yeah, let's just get it done. And she takes us over to the carpeting, and she's like, okay, like, these are the ones in, like, if they have a green tag on them, that means that they're within your specs and your budget. If they have other color tags, it's either above or below, yada, yada. So we just, like, went over the one right here, and we don't have a ton of carpet that we're putting in the house, so I'm like, I just want it soft, right? And easy to clean. So that's all I said to her. I was like, soft, easy to clean, 10-year lifespan would be sweet. Let's just see what it is. So then we look at the carpeting. I grabbed out like 4 pieces and then put like 3 of them away. Grabbed out one more piece from the other side, and she had grabbed another one. Bring out my camera, look how it looks on the camera, see in person. And I'm like, all right, I like this one, we're good. So now what's next? And she's like, oh, okay, well, we'll figure out, like, the carpet for the stairs. And I was like, sweet. So as we are walking to go to the other area, I was like, wait, I really like this one. Like,
found it.
The one straight on the front. And I was like, I think this is it.
Yeah.
And she's like, we have some more over here, too. Like, it's a really great choice. And I go, I think this is it. And she's like, let's just look quick. I'm like, okay, no problem.
Whatever makes you happy.
Yep. So we, like, walk over there, and she, like, points out, like, 4 of them. And I was like, the other one won. So I'm like, we're good.
That's better.
Yep. We're all set there. This is the one I like. My phone's ringing again.
You take that again?
I do.
Anyway, where were we going with the carpet stuff?
Anyways, we just finished the carpet. I was like, oh, that's the winner. Yep, that is the winner. And then my phone's ringing again. So, as we just finished that phone call, and that's like the third one that's come in, it shows you of how all my roles are, of constantly looking at everything. And
I think your carpet story kind of shows your just no BS attitude.
Yeah, like, we're just going.
Yeah. I think it transitions to your kids and running the shop here. Like, if something's just get it done. It's not, figure out a way to get it done. I don't care about all the soft stuff.
I don't need the, like, minuscule details. It's just not me.
Let's get straight to the point, kind of.
Yeah, let's just get straight to the point. Let's get it done. A lot, like, do I care how we get there? Yes. Do I need to know every single little detail, though? No, I don't.
Yeah.
It was funny because Carter's family is building a home right now, too. And so I'd asked him, I was like, how is your mom with this home building process? And he's like, oh, she knows everything. She's got this all
everything picked out, every little detail. It's unbelievable, to be honest with you. I couldn't do it. I'm like similar to you in that I don't really care. Not that I don't.
It's not that
I don't care, but it's just I don't need to go through the whole deal. If I show me my options, I'm gonna go, yep, that one.
Yeah, it's like a Mexican restaurant like menu.
Yeah.
You have like 700 different choices, and you're like, chicken fajitas.
Yeah. It don't need to overcomplicate it, I guess is kind of what we're saying.
Like, it's literally rice, beans, and meat. Yeah. Like, let's just make
if you have 10 options in front of us, we're going to find one. We don't need to go through any more than that necessarily.
No, just,
even 10 might be too much.
Yeah, 10 would probably be too much because it's
10 if you have no idea what you want. I'd say 5 if you have a general idea, if you tell them what you're looking for.
But yeah, so I told the lady, I was like, this is going to be your easiest meeting of the week. She goes, oh yeah. Yep, it is.
Sweet.
I was like, cool. Glad we've got it all figured out. So,
nice.
That's fun. But yeah, there's no day is ever the same, and I attribute my attitude as why it is amazing. Yeah. I will make any day great. It does. I could have 700 things go wrong in a day, and I will find the positive.
Yeah.
And I feel that that's a huge differentiator for me and my personality. Is that I will find the positive no matter what, and sometimes you just got to walk away to find it.
Yeah, and with how many roles you have and how many different problems you're just bound to encounter throughout the day because of all the shit you deal with. You're gonna have things go wrong constantly throughout the day.
Yep.
But if you can't overcome those, it's you might as well just chalk the whole day up.
Yep. It's you hear those different sayings that if you were to have all right, there's 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in a day.
Yeah.
You know, if someone were to steal, you know, what is it, $120 from you, and you had like, what is it, 30,000 in your bank account, would you ruin your entire day over that? And it's like, no. So why would you let like 2 minutes ruin your entire day?
Yeah.
So I will always find the positive, no matter what the situation is. That's me. That's just how my personality is, and I think that's kind of a huge thing, or honestly, that is truly like a huge thing about me, is my mindset on that, and something I've put a crazy amount of work in and continually am working on to really develop into who I'm meant to be in this season of life.
Yeah.
So
good deal. Let's backtrack to what we were talking about, your different roles between the kids and working. How do you transition mentally from being a mom in the morning to going to work and running a business, and then to being a mom at night again?
I have a 30-minute drive to work, and honestly, it's great. I was really anti it for quite a while, because I didn't want to drive so far. It's really not far. I put 40,000 miles on my car last year. It's not far.
Yeah.
It is not. But I do enjoy my downtime from doing that. During the school year, it's a little bit harder because the kids' school is only like 10 miles away from the shop, and probably less than 10 miles actually. So I don't have as much of like a decompressed time as I do if I'm, you know, leaving today to go meet the babysitter at home. I do enjoy that decompressed time, whether, you know, I am just sitting in silence and running through my day, running through any different little things that I need to do, trying to like just shut down from work.
Yeah.
And the same goes when, you know, I'm leaving in the morning too. Like some mornings, you know, you have a 4-year-old who wakes up at like 4:45 and they're like, you know, let's go.
Yeah.
And let's go. So we want to put our boots on. We want to go outside. We want to do all this stuff.
Typical.
And it's like 100%. And you're like, well, we're not ready yet. It is not wake up time. And it's like, yes, it is. So some days you have to just have to go with it. And then I try my best to be present where I'm at with what I'm doing, with caveats in it. Obviously, you know, I have my phone on usually all of the time because one of the kids is calling, or, you know, there's somebody somewhere else. Like the oldest is volunteering right now, so it's like, okay, it was supposed to be done an hour and a half ago, but she's not done yet, so she's gonna keep going. So I'm like, sweet, works out. Going back to work, I'm gonna get this stuff done, but now you gotta wait until I'm done with this. So
typical, go with the flow.
Yep. Go with the park, have some fun. But yeah, it's just trying to be present where I'm at in the moment and focus on what are my priorities.
Yeah.
I'm big on, I will like brain dump, obviously, our board that we decided to brain dump on of all of our marketing stuff that's still here. But I'm big on doing that on a weekly basis because there's just so many, I call them internet tabs, open in my head that I have to like cycle out the different things that are going on. And I feel like I came back of learning that a little bit more with like I read a book by Tycho Forte. It's called Building a Second Brain. And I've done different little things that, you know, the amount of knowledge that we're able to ingest at this time, we can't truly retain it all. So finding a way to be able to retain all of that knowledge and organize it appropriately. I do a ton of voice notes and then put them into specific like files, and, you know, if I need to go back to it, I don't necessarily have to remember that, but I know I have it somewhere to look at. And it makes it a heck of a lot easier. So I try to do that on a weekly basis of just getting out everything that's excess in my mind so that I can be able to focus on what is important and prioritize appropriately for what I've got going on.
Yeah. Is that something you recommend to someone who struggles with overthinking a lot, or just having, you know, just a lot of thoughts going on?
Yeah, decision fatigue, all of it. If you struggle with that, I would 100% say brain dump. And even, you know, some people, they think better on writing down pen and paper.
Yeah.
I don't. It's just, I've got too much, I'm moving too fast to necessarily do that. I've tried it before, and it's just, I move too fast for it. So it's just not as beneficial for me. The easiest thing I love doing is opening up like a notes app and just spitting out everything.
Yeah.
And so
Just word dumping.
just word dump everything out. And what I actually changed into doing probably a year and a half ago now was putting it into Claude AI.
Okay. I remember you talking about it.
Yeah, so it was that little like business card that you push the button
explain
and
what
talk
it
with.
is.
Claude AI, there's like a necklace that you can use, but there's also like a little business card. You can push a button and you just start talking into it. You can also, I use it for when I go to different seminars and conferences because I want to be able to take notes of what the speaker is saying, but not necessarily have to write it down.
Yeah.
So what it does is it takes everything that you've said and it processes it, transcribes it, and then it can mind map it as well as bullet point out what your priorities are. Even if you were like squirrel brain like me,
Yeah.
and you said these different things, it lists everything out and it makes it so much easier to be like, all right, let me go back and look at this now. What do I need to do? Or check back, say you do this on Sunday, now you're at Friday at noon and you're like, all right, what did I get done this week and what didn't I get done?
Yeah.
And be able to look at Sunday and be like, sweet, I knocked all these things out. Or I knocked these things out and I still got this left to do. So what can I do with it?
Gotcha.
Super helpful for me. And
you said it organizes it all into like different little subheadings kind of deal?
Everything. So bullet points, it'll like mind map it out with like a Venn diagram even.
Oh, yeah.
Like it'll do that. I like the bullet points more than the Venn diagram.
But you like to be able to see everything that's going on.
Yep. And I'll tell it, different things like I remember doing it one of the first times. I bought it in like October of, maybe not this last year, the year before. And I had said like, hey, this is all my kids' birthdays are around the holidays, so I have to list out like, okay, I've got gifts for these kids that I need to buy for holidays, and like these nieces and nephews and these parents and in-laws, and like please list everyone out and here's some ideas for each person. So then I had it list like all these people, and I was a freaking squirrel the entire time I said it, and it literally put it all even. It was like your children, the budget that you have set for the children, the gifts you've already bought for them, what you're still looking to buy from them, and then it like separated out parents, and it was like parents, in-laws, everything like that. Like I was like,
Perfect.
This is the best thing ever because it just took all of that off my plate.
Yeah.
And then you don't get overwhelmed about it because when you get overwhelmed, it just, you just spiral a lot of the times because, over preparation, procrastination, all those different things, it's just not helping you be the best version of you. So if you can use AI to help build yourself up, girl, take it.
Yeah.
Just take it.
What are some other things that help you not get overwhelmed with all the roles you have?
Ooh, AI is the huge one. I use ChatGPT like 20 times a day.
Yep, more than 20 times a day.
I do. When it comes to meal planning, working out, like grocery shopping, school shopping, all of it. I use everything. I just help it. I use AI to make those minimal like decisions that I don't need to think about.
Yeah.
Like I don't need to sit down and focus about what I have to make for dinner. Like I don't want to do that. I don't want to sit down and focus about what I have to do for a grocery list when I have other things that are more important to move
more
the
important.
needle.
You don't have as much time in the day to do that.
Yep. So and then
I can see how that would be helpful.
100%. And then priorities wise, I'm big on just truly prioritizing what I have going on in my life and wrapping it around like what my goals and mission is. So, I look at my, what is my grounding factor here? What is, the quote that I always live by is to raise children who as adults do not need to recover from their childhood.
Yeah.
That is my grounding quote. That's my grounding factor. It has been for the last, 13 years. That's it. And now going off of that, that's my grounding factor. Where is the importance in like your life cycle? So, if you're following like a chart, you've got health, friends, family, faith, business, work, self-improvement, all of those different things. You can't be amazing at everything at once.
No, absolutely not.
It's just not going to happen. But being able to like figure out where do you need to prioritize, and it's going to change depending on the season of life you're in. Like, with my kids being so small prior, obviously family was up significantly higher because it's like you have all those extra things like formula and diapers and daycare and babysitters and making sure that they're, breathing.
Yeah. Make sure they're still alive.
And make sure they're still alive.
Yep.
But now as we're changing into all 5 of them being in school for the first time this year, this is when I can really pull back and focus a bit more on me as a person, as an individual, and, focus on that. Like, last night I had told, the kids were asking something, and I was like, all right, I need 45 minutes. And they're like, for what?
Myself?
It's like, myself. I am turning on Alexa, and I am locking the bathroom door. I'm taking a shower. It is a shave leg
Detoxing,
shower. We are good. We're doing all this stuff. I'm going to brush my hair and blow dry it, and I'm going to deep condition. So just, leave me alone for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Please don't get me unless there's an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't do that when they're little. So being able to do that now is huge.
Yeah.
So, all right, now Veda's calling.
All right, so you talk about the alone time to sort of help yourself. What are some self-development things you do currently to help better yourself?
I love reading. I do. And whether it's reading an actual book, ebook, or listening to an audiobook.
I'd say you're really big on the audiobooks.
Yep. I do enjoy all of those. I got such a long drive. So, and which is not long. I already said it's not. I'm not complaining.
Yep.
But I'm in the car all the time. So
with how much driving you do, it does end up being long drives and lots of driving.
Yeah, and you got to do more than just listening to, music and podcasts. I feel like a mixture of all 3 of them is really good, and just pure quiet. I am one of those people that I will, if I have too much going on in my mind, I will probably sit in the car for 25 minutes before I realize that there's no music on.
Oh,
if I'm by myself, because there's just usually
just
so
constantly
much going.
thoughts rolling. Yeah.
So that was, I love doing that. Self-development books. I also love escapism books. A mixture of fantasy, real quote unquote life. The romance novels here and there. We like them all. But so I'm really big on that. Centering myself. I don't necessarily think I believe I meditate.
Yeah.
Maybe someday it'll be in the cards. It's just not right now, but I thoroughly I just call it centering myself. Sometimes I just need to all right, I'm too foggy right now is what I say, or I have too much white noise going on that I need to just center myself. So I go on a walk. I try to do some kind of movement.
Yeah.
That's big for me. Just being able to get your blood flowing, and just it makes me think easier. So doing that.
I'm gonna cut in here. Do you think better when you're doing a physical activity? Because I know personally I do. If I'm out walking, that's when I just think better. If I'm on a run, I'll have a few good ideas pop up. Would you say that's similar to you, or?
I don't know. I guess I've never focused on that. That's a good question. I'm going to try to hone in on that. Honestly, usually when I'm working out or doing something along those lines, yes.
When do your best ideas come?
In the shower.
See, me too. For
in
sure.
the shower. When I'm driving, honestly, I get a lot of that's where I'm able. I can't be multitasking when I'm driving.
True.
So just I have to focus, and at that point, I can usually come up with a whole bunch. I love brainstorming.
Yeah.
So our brainstorming sessions are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I love doing that kind of stuff. But it varies. I feel that workout wise, it would have to be over 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So it can't be just a quick hey, let's do a fast yoga session, or a quick 10-minute walk and stuff. That would be more of I need to clear my mind, not think, and then as soon as you pass that 15 to 30 minute mark.
Yeah, whatever that mark is in there, you kind of get into a flow state and just you're just on your own, just rolling.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. 100% like that. And that's when I'll start bringing out my voice text, and I'm all right, I just have to say everything now. So that's, I would definitely say that after you get past a certain point, that would definitely be when it is. That is something I really want to work on now that I'm in my 30s, is focusing, and my children are grown, past babies and toddlers, that I want to focus a little bit more heavily workout wise, and actually find a routine that I can stick to, because when your kids are so young, you'll figure it out. You're all of a sudden you're in a new season of life, and you're how did this happen?
Where am I?
What is going on? Who am I? Where am I? And figuring that out. And I'm newly into that it's it's figuring out what I like. And I think we said it in a different episode. Now that you are in your 30s, you have to figure out what is your house? What is your, like, Harry Potter house? Is it sourdough and baking? Is it gardening?
We definitely have not talked about this. No, not a chance. I was like, where are you going with this?
Yeah, it's like when you get in your 30s, you have to, like, which house are you being called to? The sourdough and baking, the working out marathons, or gardening.
Oh, okay, maybe a little bit.
Yeah. So it's just funny. But I honestly have, like, a mixture of all of those, but I really want to focus heavily on health-wise. And that's something that I'm into. And I also want to figure out how people have such soft and shiny hair. So if you have some tips, please send them my way. I've got, like, I want 3 more inches of length on my hair, but it tangles like all get out. So if you've got some recs, please send them my way. So
I got nothing for you.
No, you don't. No, there is nothing.
Yeah, you're talking to the wrong crowd here, but
it is the wrong crowd.
Hopefully some listeners will have some.
So yeah, I don't know if that fully answered your question. I think this podcast in general is more just seeing that I'm real.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're a real person.
I feel like that would be you asked that before we started, like, what is a word that you would use to describe yourself? Real.
Real. Yeah.
That sounds like a good word.
No bullshit.
Nope. You get what you get.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what we were talking about earlier.
Yep. You get what you get. And it's great. It's not for everyone, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm very authentically and honestly me, and that's me.
You know what you're getting.
You do, and I have the confidence that comes back behind it. I don't know. We'll talk about this more in, like, a leadership conversation that we have, but confidence is built from continually doing things that you told yourself you were going to do and accomplishing those. And knowing that I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do. I thoroughly and honestly know that if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever. And just knowing that that's what I hold myself to, and those are my values, and knowing that I prioritize and hold my values appropriately, that I'm going to do whatever is in line with my true self.
Yeah.
And that's me.
Yeah.
So I think that's, like, the best version of it. I think as we continue on with this podcast, we will end up getting more into, obviously, some of the different layers and side squirrel moments of who I am and where I'm going. But this is a good start of it. That this is it.
Yeah. It's a good learning point. Get to know you a little bit.
But yeah.
Yeah, you want to sign out?
Ooh, do we want to sign out? We do, because Carter and I have decided that we created a great closing line that is going to be it.
It is
mic drop.
Yeah.
Amazing. So I might have to read off of it because I haven't done it.
Still
too
new.
Much. It's still new. We just figured this out maybe 45 minutes ago because we are a roll with it people.
Yeah. You gotta have it down by the third one though. That's when I had the intro down, so no pressure or anything.
Okay, we are at episode 007. When we are at episode 10, I will have this memorized. Yep. So we are set. But listen, if you're out there and you feel that you're behind, like you're too much, too messy, too loud, too much for the world to hold, I want you to hear this from me. You're not too late, you are not too loud, and you are not too lost. You're driven for more, and I'm so glad you're here. It's so good! I love it! It's so good!
Yep.
It's so good!
That's the Driven for More podcast.
Thanks for joining us.
Yep, be sure to follow all our socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Yeah, that's all we got for today.
We'll see you next week.
Yep, stay driven.